Today, I'm going to share with you 6 principles that made me a shit tons of money at just the age of 17. And no, this is not a bullshit yapping, oh, just be yourself and don't make money, read books, nothing like that. This is actually the actual guide and actual principles that you need to make money as a teenager or in your early 20s. So let's get straight into the video. The first step to becoming a millionaire is just to eat that frog. Now, I don't mean that literally. You don't have to just pick up a frog and eat it. This is actually a phrase from a book I read. And what I mean by that is do the most difficult part of the day first. So let's say as soon as you wake up, just go do 20-minute cardio or just go do extreme gym exercises for 30 minutes straight or 1 hour, let's say. That is going to shift your mindset that, yes, I can do the hardest things throughout my day. So once the hardest, most tiring part is done at the start of the day in the morning, then you'll be more motivated to work towards your goals through the entire day. So what I do as soon as I wake up, I just, without even having any breakfast, without even doing my skincare, I just go and hit the gym. I do like 20-minute cardio, extreme exercise, and then I come back, then I wash my face, then I do everything, and then I do breakfast. I don't just go, many people, they do this mistake, they just, as soon as they wake up, just go and have breakfast. No, that you don't have to do that, okay? You can't just do the easiest thing first. First, do something hard, then you'll train your mind that, oh, I did some gym exercise, now I deserve a breakfast, now I deserve a meal. So when I do something hard, then I'll get rewarded. That's what you train your brain for. That way, your brain will be much more inclined towards doing hard exercises. So was the first tip. Do the hardest part of the day first. It just doesn't have to be just exercises. You can do anything else as well. Just do something you really hate to do. As soon as you wake up, just go do it. Don't think, just do it. Once it's done, you'll be more motivated to tackle other of your difficult tasks that you have to do throughout the day. Second thing that I would like to add is watch content wisely. A lot of these gurus, they say, oh, don't waste your time on Instagram, don't waste your time on YouTube and work on your business. That is true, but YouTube can be really, really informative and really helpful. Everything that I've learned, I've made like $20,000 in a month. All of that I earned because I saw some YouTube videos that were guiding me on how to make these money, right? So you just have to watch your content selectively. Don't watch dumb shit like I show speed barking on a stream or something like that. That's not going to help you in any way. Watch content that's actually going to improve your life and actually going to help you make money. So that can be regarding dropshipping, how to start your own business. In fact, this one is based all around how to make more money. So if you subscribe to my channel and other creators like me who just teach you how to make money, like Iman Ghazi and let's say Alexander Hormozi, something like that. I don't know his name. I don't follow him, but I've heard he's a creator in this space too. So just follow these creators that actually teach you some important skills. Most of you might be just subscribed to dumb people like Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Okay, I like Jake Paul, but other subscribers like I Show Speed and stuff like that, Aiden Ross, these are not improving your life in any way. It's completely useless. Follow better people who are actually providing you value as well, in turn of you consuming their content. So don't just give your time to anybody who's just doing dumb shit and making people laugh. That's not going to improve your life. Watch content selectively, and here are a few creators that I always watch that has helped me significantly. Number one is Andrew Tate. I know some of you might laugh, but he's genuinely changed my life in so many ways, and I cannot thank him enough. Andrew Tate, his mindset is actually crazy, and the way he articulates stuff about your mindset, everything you need to think about, it's crazy. So go watch his videos after my video and just subscribe to his Twitter channel. Just follow his Twitter channel and you'll see so much informative videos. He's the main and the only creator that I watch. Other than that, I just search random stuff about cold outreach, about appointment setting, or about things related to my business. And I see so many content on YouTube. So you can just search things about how to make money online. Just go to my channel, watch all of that content, and that'll actually help you improve your life. Third thing that I would like to add, and this is actually the most important part, is to learn to control your emotions. Because if you're a highly emotional person and you just act out on how you feel, you're never going to make any money. You need to train your mind to do what it doesn't feel like doing. You need to train your mind to do something that it perceives it as hard and do something that it doesn't want to do. Because more often than not, Most of your brains are trained because you all have TikTok brain. You've all been used to scrolling on Instagram or TikTok. Your brain has been trained already to just chase the next dopamine hit, and just be in your comfort zone and just be lazy. But if you want to actually achieve something in this life, it can be anything: a great body, making money, anything that you want to achieve, you're gonna have to suffer to some extent. And that's just a harsh reality of life. God doesn't give it to people who just want to stay in their comfort zone. So, what you have to do is you have to train your mind to do something it absolutely hates. That's why when I wake up, I do extreme cardio workout because that is tiring. It hurts. My muscles hurt. Every part of my body is screaming me to stop doing this exercise, but I still push myself to do it because I know that if I don't train my mind to be that way, I'm never gonna make money. That's why whenever I'm making money, and there's a lot of times when I'm doing outreach, when I'm reaching out to more clients, I'm scared. When I'm getting on Zoom calls with random strangers, potentially trying to sell to them, I'm scared. I don't want to do it. I hate it. Mostly times, clients are also rude, and I'm just scared of all of that stuff. But you know what mindset I have? It's this or die trying. Either I win at this or I die trying because I do not accept no as an answer. So just do what you hate. Train your mind to do everything that you hate in this life. Let's say your mind says you don't want to do something, or your mind says, oh, I'll do it later on. Don't think, get up and just do it because that's what you need. Don't act out on your emotions. Control your emotions, control your feelings, and just do what needs to be done. That is a really important point. Blink and cure your brain, as Andrew Tate says. The second last point is keep trying after failure. This is really, really important, guys. You need to keep trying after failure because if you want to make money, and most of the old people might already know this, but if you want to make money, you're gonna fail a lot of fucking times. I cannot, if I begin to explain every time I failed, it would literally fill out my entire diary, okay? That's how many times I have failed in this life, but I still didn't give up. I went until eventually it worked out and I made some money. Like, I have tried Amazon, affiliate marketing, all of this shit, drop shipping, and I failed. I've lost money, I've lost my time, I've lost literally it was to the point that I would just cry every night. Okay. And then I was like, no, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm just not gonna give up this. There has to be something that allows me to make money. And then I discovered SMMA. So maybe you can go and try SMMA and it might not work for you. Not everything works for everybody. If SMMA worked for me, it might not work for you. Okay. Just go try it. If you fail, try it something else. Just keep on trying because in life, you're going to face a lot of times, you're going to face failure. And that is supposed to be warning you, that's supposed to be motivating you that you're getting closer to your goal until you quit. If you quit and you're like, oh, just fuck it, I'll just go to the university, I'm never going to make money online, then you're fucked. Because if you have that mindset, then you're completely inside the system and you're fucked. Just get out of this video if you're a quitter. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, you need to stop quitting and overcome your ability to treat failure like a loss. Failure is supposed to be motivating you and it's supposed to be telling you that you're getting closer and closer to your goal. That's why always, it's really important that whenever you fail, you take that as a positive feedback instead of negative one and keep on learning from it. Okay? Now we're going to get to our second last point. That was the third last. This is the second last. And that is every day after you wake up and you do the hardest part of the day, which is exercise or anything else that you don't want to do, after that is done, drink black coffee with your breakfast. And I know some of you might already drink coffee, but how many of you actually drink black coffee? Less than 0.1%? Nobody actually drinks black coffee. Some of you might get Starbucks. Oh, I want a mocha latte with vanilla espresso, something like that. And then other people, they take coffee. Yeah, they make it at home, but they add milk in it, they add sugar in it, they add water in it, all of this stuff. And then they drink their coffee. This is not going to give you energy. If you actually want energy from coffee, like genuine energy, just drink black coffee, just hot not milk, just hot water, and then 1 tablespoon of black coffee. Just mix it. Make sure that if it's possible, if you can handle more than 1 tablespoon of coffee, that's even better. But I usually just add like 1 tablespoon of coffee in 1 cup of water. hot water, and that's what I drink. That's what energizes me throughout the day. I've seen so many recipes on how to make tasty coffee, how to make this coffee, how to make cold coffee. All bullshit. That's not going to give you energy. The only goal of drinking coffee is supposed to be giving you energy. I'm a person who has iron deficiency, so I feel really, really, people who have iron deficiency, they usually know how it feels like to have iron deficiency. You feel really tired through the entire day, and I always feel like sleeping, even if I felt I slept like 10 hours a day. But then, I drink coffee as well. I drink coffee with milk and sugar and stuff like that, but still I felt sleepy. But once I started drinking this with this recipe, 1 cup of hot water with 1 tablespoon of coffee, even though it's like not tasty at all. Yeah, it's unpleasant. Yeah, but we already discussed. You need to do what your mind hates to do. So if your mind hates to drink coffee because it doesn't like the taste, you need to suck it up, buttercup, and drink it anyways. That's why I always drink coffee at the start of my day. And I am so much energized right now, and it's almost nighttime. And usually, when I don't drink coffee, I feel so lazy, so sleeping. I usually just sleep in, and that leaves so many of the tasks that I need to do undone. That's why I always suggest that you drink coffee, 1 cup of black coffee every single day, no extra ingredients, and that's going to energize you like never before. Just go ahead and try this tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, when you wake up, just do this and you'll see how much more energy you get, even if you don't eat anything, even if you haven't slept at the night before that. Just go ahead and drink 1 cup of coffee and you'll feel really, really energized. That brings us to our last principle of this video, which is drop out of university. Now, I know most of you are like, what the fuck? Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. Look, some of your parents might be strict. Some of your parents might be like, no, you can't do that. And you're like, oh, I don't want to take that big of a risk. University is the biggest risk that you're taking with your life, okay? If you're going to a university, if you're going to school, that's fine. You're still small, fine. But if you're deciding to go to university, just finish your high school, don't fucking go. Don't go. It's a genuine advice. Because you know what? You know one thing that I'll tell you? More and more universities exist every year, and less jobs exist every year. So there's a higher inflation of universities and there's a lower capacity of jobs. How the fuck are you gonna get employed? That's why your aunt or uncle, or at least someone in your in your family, you might know someone who just graduated from university or has been graduated for like a year or something, and he still hasn't found a job. It's not because he's lazy. It's because there's no jobs. Everybody, literally everybody who applies for a job has a fucking degree. What separates you? Oh, I have a 4.1 GPA, 4.0 GPA. Shut up. Nobody cares. You have a degree, so do a million other people. That's why you need to invest in skills, and you only learn skills from practice. Instead of wasting 4 years in a university, what you can do is you can start your own business. Yes, you'll fail, but maximum amount of time it'll take for you to actually start making money online is a year. If you actually try your best, it will never take more than a year, even if you're shit, even if you're extremely stupid. If you just try your best, it will not take more than 1 year for you to make money. And you know how much it took for me? Because I was actually hardworking. It took me 1 month before I went from zero to $1,000. It took me 1 month to make my first $1,000 online. After that, I made a lot more, but I made my first $1,000 in just 1 month of just actually knuckling down. Before that, I used to, when I was little, I used to watch all of these dumb, stupid videos, and then I used to try for 1 hour and then I would quit. But for that 1 month, I was like, no, okay, I failed today. I'll try again tomorrow, and I might not fail. And in the end, it actually worked out. So if you genuinely try your best, it will never ever take you more than a year before you make your first $1,000. And after you make your first $1,000, it is so fucking easy to get to $10,000 and from there to $100,000, because now you know how to make money. Now you know that you can actually make money, and now you trust yourself more. That's why it's really, really important that instead of wasting 4 years on a university, 4 years, and even after a university, what do you get? Like a starting pay of $100 per month, or $200, let's say, $300 maximum. What the fuck? Are you serious? That's why I would suggest that you, instead of going to university, invest in real skills, because trust me when I say this, university is just going to burn the hell out of your time and energy. And in the end, what it's going to do is give you fucking nothing. Bare minimum salary that even our janitor makes. So it's of no use to get an engineering degree, because it's hard as fuck, because I was getting an engineering degree and I was like, integration, derivation, all of this. Okay, I need to give at least 12 hours a day to learn this shit. And what am I going to get in return? Now, fuck this. I'm going to start my own business. And that's exactly what I did. And guess what? How much integration and derivation I need in real life to make money is fucking zero. It's actually crazy. The universities make you spend so much time on this maths bullshit, and it's completely useless in the real world. Completely irrelevant if you want to become an engineer, which is highly inflated. Nobody wants an engineering degree. Like, it's so competitive. I wouldn't suggest doing that at all. If you still want to take that risk and you're like, no, I cannot drop out of uni, then at least take a fucking easy subject, man. I'm telling you, if you're gonna get an engineering degree, I know you might think, oh, I'll work on my engineering degree and this business side by side. Doesn't work that way, my friend. I tried that as well, but once my business started, my business needed more of my time and attention. My marks started going downhill. So if you take at least something like art or some shit like that, I mean, a degree is useless anyway, so it doesn't matter what subject you take. That's just my take. So if you want to go and have a degree, just take a fucking easy subject. That way you can also focus on your business, okay? Now, I'm not saying just go and get an arts degree. You can get other degrees as well. I don't know how hard bio is. I don't know how hard other subjects are. But if you're getting an engineering degree, you're fucked. That's all I have to say. Because I was getting that and I quit halfway. My dad got an engineering degree, and guess what he does right now? He has his own business. This degree was completely useless, and he spent so many sleepless nights learning this math shit, and he didn't even get hired. Now he has his own business, and it's not related to maths or anything like engineering. He sells cars, and he doesn't make cars. That's completely different. So that is what you need to do. These are all of these 6 steps. Make notes. Watch this video again and again and again. Just don't watch it once and then don't implement it. Watch it again. Once you feel demotivated, watch this video again, because you need to implement all of these steps to become a millionaire, and all of these steps are what I implemented. So, congratulations. If you subscribed, you made the best decision of your life, because you're going to get rich with me. And if you haven't subscribed, I would subscribe if I was you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.